Hello, Mevaseret alumni. If you do not know me, which I suspect many of you do not, my name is Yonah Stromer. I went to Yeshivat Mevaseret in 2013 through 2015, and right now I live in Los Angeles, California, where I teach at the Hillel Hebrew Academy in Beverly Hills. I wanted to share the following thought with you about Dvar Torah on Hanukkah and the lessons that we could derive from it, about chinuch, about serving our communities. Dvar Torah for Hanukkah. What is it? Where does it come from? It comes from Parshas Naso. It comes from the Chanukas HaMishkan. And we talk about the Nisim bringing different gifts, but really it's not different gifts. They're all bringing the same gifts. So why are they bringing these gifts in the first place? Rashi comments that when we were talking about donating materials for the Mishkan in the first place, the Nisim held back and they said, you know what, we're going to wait until all of Bnei Yisrael finishes bringing donations, we'll cover the rest. And what we see very quickly and very clearly is that Bnei Yisrael were enthusiastic. They loved bringing all the things from the Mishkan. There was nothing left for them to donate. So when it came to the Chanukah Mishkan and having to bring stuff for the first carbonot that would be brought in the Mishkan, they were more proactive. They were the most proactive. They were bringing everything, and which is already a good sign of a good thing about chinuch. You can't be reactive when it comes to chinuch leads. You should always be proactive when it comes to teaching children, when it comes to shaping young minds. You should always have a plan. You should always be proactive, make the first move. But there's another mistake that they might be making. And what's that mistake? Is that they're all bringing the same gift, which leaves this huge question. We know Shamshon followed Hirsch's famous question, his famous taina on Yitzchak Avinu, which is that he gave the same kind of chinuch to Esav, and he gave the same chinuch to Yaakov, and you're supposed to be mechanech yalad al pi darko. You're supposed to give a different sort of education. So if we're looking to Parshas Naso and we're looking to the Chanukas Mishkan as a model for chinuch and as a model of communal leadership and as a model of teaching, how can we look to this model of teaching and see that they're giving the same gifts? Maybe it would have made more sense to give different gifts and see what one group gave versus another or whatever. Or maybe they should have given all the gifts all at one time. So let's think about what Hanukkah. Think about Hanukkah. Let's think about what the Gemara tells us about Hanukkah. Let's think about what Hilchos Hanukkah is, and let's see what that has to say. Maybe that can answer our question. So right before we ask the famous question of my Hanukkah, and answer with the famous answer of Tanu Rabbanan on Gemara in Shabbos, Daf Chaf Aleph Amud Beis. If you go up one line right before that, there's a discussion about what the shamish can be, or why we have to use the shamish. And we know that we're not allowed to have hana'ah from the Neiros Hanukkah. So we use a shamish in order to generate a different light that's not part of the Neiros Hanukkah, so that we can benefit from that light. And the Gemara has an interesting comment and says that a menorah actually doesn't need a shamish. So that if you're lighting multiple Chanukiot in one area, it's sufficient to have what's called a medura, a bonfire for all the people lighting in the area, and that light can negate the light from the Eretz Hanukkah, and you could use that light for Hana. And the Gemara says that if you're an Adam Chashav though, and you're not used to using a bonfire for your light, you have to have a shamish. So that should signal something interesting to us. It signals to us that Bizman Hazeh, if we're holding like this Gemara, that we're all an Adam Chashiv. Every single one of us is an Adam Chashiv because every single one of us uses a shamish. I suspect. I don't know too many people that use bonfires and fireplaces as the light in their homes during Hanukkah. Everyone uses a shamish. So here's the kicker, and I think here's the signal that the Nisim were all giving the same gift, but at different times. We all have the same shamish. Even if 20 people are lighting a room, and everyone could, in theory, use a medura, everyone could use a fireplace, everyone still uses a shamish. Everyone still signals to one another that I'm an Adam Chashiv, and I see in you that you're an Adam Chashiv, and I see that every person here is an Adam Chashiv. The message, I think, from this Gemara, from this halacha, and from the Nisim, and from the laning, is that when it comes to chinuch, even if we're giving the same lesson, even if we are not able to differentiate between one student to another, the way one student learns and the way another student learns, everyone still has to learn the same Chamishei Chumshei Torah and the same Shisha Sidrei Mishnah. The way someone learns it might be a little bit different, but everyone deserves the individual attention. Everyone deserves the individual chinuch. It doesn't matter if the core thing, the cheftza, is the same. It doesn't matter if it's the same text that we're learning. It doesn't matter if it's the same shamish that we're using. The fact is that everyone should have their own shamish. Everyone should have their own way of shining their own light both in Yeros Chanukah, but also in Chinuch in general. So with that core message, I would like everyone to have a wonderful Hanukkah, a lichtige Hanukkah, freiliche Hanukkah, and think that the next time that you're using a shamash, what you're signaling is that I'm an Adam Chashav. But when you see someone else lighting a shamash, that they're an Adam Chashav. And that when you see it in the Kriyas Torah, and you hear it in the Kriyas Torah, you should be thinking that just like every single person is getting the same, every Nasi is bringing the same gift. And every Nasi is bringing it at different times, and they're not lumping it all together. It's because every Nasi was signaling the importance of telling every single person that you can be an Adam Chashiv, just like I'm an Adam Chashiv, just like that guy's an Adam Chashiv. And B'ezrat Hashem, we should all be zocha to fill the world with a tremendous amount of light and with a tremendous amount of great, unique, special, amazing chinuch. Have a wonderful Hanukkah.